A long time ago, an old lady and a beautiful young girl, Marushka, lived in the house, a small cottage near a big mountain. Because of the old lady's envy toward the beauty, she never treated Marushka well. The old lady always required Marushka to do heavy works, and herself just idling around. One day, the old lady wanted to eat some bacons. She asked Marushka and required her rudely to find some bacons for her. Marushka said, "Dear maiden, how can I find bacons in the middle of nowhere?" The old woman angrily shouted, "Stupid idiot! Don't you know that there is a supermarket near my house? Go and shoplift some bacons for me." Without even waiting for Marushka's answer, the old lady pushed her out of the house and latched the door, leaving Marushka alone in the cold and snowy winter. Marushka began to walk around, trying to find something to warm herself. "How can I shoplift items from supermarkets? I'll never do that," Marushka thought. "But now I also don't have any money to buy them from supermarkets. Maybe the only thing I can do now is to walk around keeping myself warm and let the time calm down the maiden's anger." While walking around, suddenly Marushka found a bag of meat in the snow. She quickly picked it up and rubbed her eyes to make sure it was real. "How fortunate I am," she thought. "But my maiden wanted bacons. It is obvious that I still cannot use this to calm down her anger." Suddenly, a strange-looking man appeared in front of Marushka. He said to her, "Don't get sad. I can help you out because I can control the time." He raised his right arm and pointed the meat with his wand. 1 second later, the meat had already been cured and become strips of bacon. Marushka was so happy. After expressing appreciation to his help, Marushka ran back to the house and gave the bacon to the old lady. The old lady was also so happy. She quickly began to devour the bacon until she could not eat any more. Although Marushka was really hungry and had nothing to eat, she stored the rest of the bacon and refused to give even a strip of it to Marushka. The next day, the old lady wanted to eat an apple. Poor Marushka again was pushed out of the house. She kept walking for nearly a whole day without finding anything except a green and immature apple. Just before she wanted to give up, the strange-looking man appeared again. He pointed the apple with his wand. Suddenly, the green immature apple became a red and gorgeous apple. Marushka was so happy. She gave thanks to the man and went back to the house. The old woman was still selfish. She finished all the apple without even sharing a bite with Marushka, who hadn't eaten anything for a whole day. One day later, the old lady wanted to see the most handsome man in the world. Poor Marushka again was pushed out of the house. Marushka, again, spent a whole day and found nothing except a small little boy. Fortunately, that strange man appeared again and used his magic wand. He changed the boy into the most handsome man in the world. When the old lady saw that man, she was astonished by his handsomeness. She couldn't even breathe anymore, and finally she died. Finally, without the old lady's torture, Marushka lived happily forever.